Welcome back, BG Nation. We are in week 21, obviously, episode 21, and we are back in Avoca, back to our roots on the couch. Lo-fi type of episode. We got rid of all our production. Hope y'all enjoy it. Talk a lot about NBA, a lot about NBA. March Madness going on at the same time. Reaching for these NFL takes, keeping you updated with our MLB as well. And yeah, we overall have a fun time. Again, a bit of a more of a lo-fi episode, but we have some of the Avoca boys make guest appearances throughout. It's a fun time. Not too serious this episode. It was a good one. But yeah, tune in for this episode. Leave a like. Please, please, please leave a like. Please, 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 please leave a like. Please. And yeah, follow the podcast, FTP. Share with anyone you know. And yeah, let's have a good one.
FTP. Welcome back, VG Nation. It is week 21, Epi 21, and we are back at Avoca. Thoughts on?
I'm happy to be back. Shout out Avoca. I said no shout outs this week. There are no shout outs this week. We've made it past 20 episodes. We are officially done with our day twos. Everyone's gone. No one gets a shout out anymore. We've made it.
Yeah, man.
We've made it big. We've made it big, truly.
Day ones
Gone.
Day ones got cut. Day twos.
Gone.
Day threes are coming up, though. Day threes are coming up, and we're excited for that. Very
Yeah.
excited.
This, I don't want to call it a chop pod. I don't want.
It's an interesting one.
It's an interesting one. I've been a holy baby. So if you, there's a game going on behind y'all.
That baby's neck was about to break.
That baby's neck was about to break. No, just, we're having fun with it. We're having fun with it for sure. I've been a machine, a cog in the machine. Holy baby, they've been showing that baby a lot. Sorry, guys.
I wonder why, though. It's probably his baby.
Yeah, March Madness is going on the TV behind y'all, so we might be referencing that as we go on. But, we're a sports podcast. We got to stay in the loop. We got to stay tapped in. But back at Avoca, and you know what? We're going back to our roots. Took it back to the couch.
Yeah.
Mainly because, I wanted to be comfortable. Honestly, that's the main thing. I just really wanted to be comfortable. We're just going to have a good time. Talk a little about what's going on right now. But yeah, comments manifested it. If you look at our TikTok comments, probably about 50% of them say they need to make podcast equipment more expensive. And you know what? They did. Comment section 1, they made podcast equipment more expensive and we don't have any anymore. All we have, we just have a mic and a phone and that's all we had. They made podcast equipment more expensive. So comment section, y'all won. We don't have anything. We're just on the couch now.
It's heartbreaking, man.
It's heartbreaking. But, well, did we end up coming up with the POS of the week?
I don't think we did.
Any off the brain?
Anything off the top of the head? Look, when there's so much love in the world, bro, there's not a lot of POSs. There's not there's a lot. Actually, no. To be honest, there is a lot of POSs. But
Mention 1, mention
I don't
2.
think we could come off the top of our head something we could.
In sports, let's see.
Sports-wise, there's a lot of good things happening in sports right now.
March Madness. Any villains in March Madness yet?
A lot of W's, in my opinion.
Dybonsta's teammates for selling his game.
Okay, you can say that.
Everyone on BYU besides AJ Dybonsta, POS, selling your boys 35-point game, but against my Texas Longhorns, Longhorn. Shout out UT. Got that dub yesterday against BYU as an underdog.
Yes, sir. We might as well talk about it right now. Then, now that we're at UT and all that March Madness.
Yeah.
That was a buzzer beater against NC State.
Yeah.
Get in. Was it the first 4?
Yeah. The first 4 to get in.
Okay. They did that to get into the round of 64, where they
upset BYU.
And honestly, a little biased. I did have Texas winning that BYU match at BYU, but I'm pretty surprised. I am surprised at the end of the day. AJ Dybonsta, an ISO scorer, like you said, his teammates absolutely sold his Duffy. But at the end of the day, whenever you're an ISO, maybe, if he wasn't able to actually distribute the ball correctly. There's a lot of things that could be said about it, but
how
put a POS though.
How good can BYU really be? I know they have a lot of money. They have a lot of Mormon money. I think Crumble Cookie is their main one. Yeah. Apparently it goes the Utah Jazz owner is actually a big donor in BYU. So people are saying, I don't know his name. Yeah. Okay. But apparently it goes that, BYU pre-ordered by Onsta pretty much by getting him there on BYU, keeping him in Utah, and that they're going to keep him in Utah. So you might go to the Utah Jazz. I can see that happening, honestly. I think he might go third, probably Utah Jazz, in my opinion.
That's a take. No, that's a take. But yeah, definitely the NIL is shape-shifting the entire scene right now in college, just in general, college sports. Teams really aren't these Cinderella teams, you don't see them much often, so.
Well, I'm just thinking. Obviously, UT has the biggest bag out there, one of the biggest bags.
Yeah.
They're playing Gonzaga this next round. I know Gonzaga is a really good basketball school. I just don't see it. I have UT going the whole way. Honestly, look, they got a major bag. How good can Gonzaga really be? I guess we're gonna find out. I think tomorrow.
Right.
We're gonna find out tomorrow. But I got UT getting past Gonzaga as well. Book it on the podcast right now.
That's a take, man. I'm excited to see the outcome of that. But
who do you got winning the tourney?
Yeah, so I haven't done as much research as I should be doing as a sports podcaster. But winning the tourney, I mean, I think it's gonna be like last year.
All four of them.
Yeah, I think with the NIL, with many different factors like the coaching trees that are already established in these more, what are they called? Blue chip teams, I guess you can say. They're cemented. They're cemented basketball legacy. And so yeah, I think I have them winning those more clutch time games, those more closer to those Final Four games. Coaches like Kevin Sampson, you have I might be butchering some of these names.
Yeah.
Duke's
Houston
head coach as well.
Yeah.
Who else? Florida's head coach. They're
Yeah.
winning. They're winning. I messed up that word, but they win. And I think that's where they have the edge over these certain teams that are more in the middle of the pack, Cinderella type of teams. But yeah, that's my take on it. That's for sure my take. That I'll have all the number one seeds being in the Final Four this year. Thoughts?
No thoughts. I mean, that's a calm take, I guess. My mind's on these white boys. These white boys are going crazy on this TV. They keep emoting. No, it's like I'm not gonna. The white boys and the ones that aren't white are on the. Yeah, look, these white boys from Utah State are going crazy on my screen right now. But this is what we love to see out of March Madness. A little emo. Okay, shout out Lissy Liu. Eee, come on, bro. No, the cow print. But is that where Kirk got slimed? Did we ever confirm that Kirk?
Oh, I don't know for sure.
Mr. Kirk, did he get slimed at Utah State? I can bring it up. We got a phone.
Sure. Rest in peace, by the way. Peace. I believe it was in Utah. I don't know exactly what college, but if it was Utah State, we're going to confirm that right now. They just won a pretty big March Madness game by 10 points against Villanova. So shout out Utah State. They're doing things right now in the tournament. They always have a pretty solid team from what I've seen.
Utah Valley University. But in the state of Utah, they might have done it for Kirk.
Who knows, bro? Who knows? Truly at this point, I don't even know. But they just showed out. They just got a dub. And
we're off on a tangent right now.
Yeah, we're really tripping now. Other March Madness things. We have not too much. We have, I think his name is, I'm gonna butcher something.
The white boy?
Yeah. There's always that white boy who's on a Cinderella team, absolute shooter, lights out, and makes his team, helps his team advance. I don't know what team he played for. High Point. There we go. High Point versus Wisconsin.
High Point won, no, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. That was upset. And so they had their little, Cinderella shooter. You know how they have a Cinderella shooter every March Madness.
Kirk had his Cinderella shooter.
Crazy.
Keep it going.
What's it called? I don't even know what else. I forgot. Yeah,
Cinderella shooter. That's what we watch March Madness for. But besides that, I made my first bracket this year. I'm happy to say I'm still perfect on the bracket.
For real?
No, that's a joke. I lost the first one. I did pick Ohio State to beat TCU, and TCU did win that game. So I was out from the very first game. You know what? That's just how it goes. That's how they do it on purpose. They do it on purpose, having an 8-9 matchup where it's such close odds because they know they're about to eliminate half the bracket with that. It's a toss-up game. They're not going to put up a 16 versus 1 seed to start it. Yeah, but they do it for clicks because you know how it always goes. One game in and half the people are already out. Yeah, because they pick like one of the hardest to pick games for the first one. So,
bro, but at the end of the day, I get what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
But anything can happen in March Madness. We've seen one seed, 16 seeds.
Anything can happen anywhere, all the time. I can punch you in the face right now.
Good.
I could. Anything can always happen.
I'll let you punch it again.
It could always happen. March Madness, it's fun, but I don't like that narrative. They did it on purpose. That's a take. Anyways, we're not even into the pod. We're off. We're off the rip.
We covered our March Madness take.
That's all we have for March Madness.
That literally is, but we have nothing else to say about it. We have 2 things we're covering today. 2 things, yeah, 2 things. Only a couple takes. No NFL this time around, unless you can think of something. But watching a little WWE.
We were.
I liked it a little, right? But at the end of the day, like, we already know my takes on this. Joanne, you was kind of getting it mixed up. I believe it is not a sport. I believe that it is high level acting, yeah, and they are athletic. I'm not saying that they aren't. And honestly, my take on what was the name of that one?
Look, let's go. Let's make that its own segment towards the end. Let's cover some actual hoops first.
Let's do it right now.
All right. Let's go. We're off the rip. So, I've been wanting to get Roy into some wrestling matches, right? So, obviously, if you're trying to get someone to basketball, you're not going to show them, the Jazz versus the Washington Wizards. You're going to show
2016 NBA Finals.
Yes, exactly. So, I just went through some of the best matches. So, some that come off the top of my head. Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, which is what we watch. Cena versus Rock, Michaels versus Ric Flair. There's some great WrestleMania matches, right? So, to start Roy off on the right foot, I put Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker WrestleMania 25, which is an all-time great. Roy, give him your honest overall score out of 10. What did you rate that match as a viewing experience?
Yeah, so I rated that match a 7 out of 10. I believe that it was good. It was good. I liked the performance. It was a very good performance. They looked like they were in Blades of Glory, as I said. They're in a duo tandem. They're doing their moves perfectly, setting each other up perfectly. And honestly, I like seeing that. It was a performance. It is, like you say, art. It is art. They are athletic as well.
Very athletic. They are very athletic.
They are. They're athletic. But my big takeaways on this and why it has, I guess, a semi-low rating, not a perfect match, in my opinion, but I think that it was repetitive. It was a little repetitive for me. The kickouts were a little repetitive, kind of a money grab. I said it
over and over again.
Money glitch. They happen like 10 kickouts. And okay, it adds to the story, but adds to the storyline, all that, yeah. But I'm not trying to see all that for 10 times over and over again. Maybe those true fans, maybe those fans who've been, with the program a while, tapped in with it. Yeah, okay. I know you said live fans. I understand that.
Yeah, but even if you're watching it live on TV, because obviously this match happened at this point 17 years ago, right? But if you're tuned into the story, you're live, you don't know if they're going to kick out or not. You really don't know. Any one of them.
To be fair, look, I have never watched it. You get me? I didn't know. I didn't even know how long it was going to be.
Like 40 minutes.
I was guessing. Exactly, but I didn't know beforehand. I was guessing each time whether they were not going to kick out or going to kick out or not going to kick out or whatever. I never had them, giving up, bro. I'm not saying the right term.
It did happen, though.
Exactly. Eventually it did, but every time I obviously felt like he was going to kick out again, bro.
But look,
It's a money glitch.
The thing is, you picked wrong, though. You thought Shawn Michaels was going to win, and he didn't even win. The Undertaker wins that. Spoiler alert. Undertaker beats Shawn Michaels.
I just said based off of the fact that he was from San Antonio, Texas. I told you, whatever's closer to Del Rio, bro, I'm going for it. I was going for Shawn Michaels off the fact that he's from San Antonio, the city we were living in. That's the only reason. Not because, I saw him, in the match before, and I saw him thinking, I'm not calling the storyline, bro. And to be honest, that storyline's a week, bro.
It's not a weak storyline.
Pretty weak storyline. But
the streak,
money glitch. The fans are on it. They have a fan base for a reason. And my final take on this, I think they should be in the Oscar conversations. I think they should.
It was good acting. It was really good acting.
And they deserve to, actually get an award for their accomplishment. They're kind of just getting disrespected by, many different fans like me. I guess you could say I'm disrespecting the sport a little, but I think they could find a lot more worth as maybe like an Oscars award.
Well, a lot of them do become actors, like The Rock, John Cena, Batista. They're good actors.
They're good actors, and that's my take on it. I never said anything else.
But has your opinion at all changed from the beginning, from when we started? No, nothing at all.
They make punches.
No respect.
Moves.
But look,
they fall into their own moves.
But you saw the difference between like a professional, one of the greats like Undertaker, and making his moves look high impact.
Yeah, right. But I still saw the fake in it.
Yeah.
See the fake in it.
Well, yeah, it's fake. Yeah, it's like a movie.
Comparing that to an actual match, like a UFC match, where they actually throw blows, actually get knocked out.
But it's like a movie, you know that in Fast and Furious, they're not driving into space. You know that, but like, it's like bringing you into it. Like, it's the art of it is trying to get you into it. And at some points, don't lie. You got set up into it. You're like locked in where you're like, okay, you kind of got into it just slightly. That's what they try to get you into.
Minded.
Okay.
Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was personally not as intrigued as I wanted to be. Like I said, I kind of fell asleep a little during the match. I'm not sure. My eyes started falling asleep a little. Or falling down, drooping a little. That's not a shot at WWE. I'm just saying that me personally, I don't necessarily enjoy it. I don't enjoy it as much as, actual fan base, the fan base that they have.
Okay.
And
But 7 out of 10 is great respect to something
it's good. They had a good performance.
to something that you don't like as much as WWE. 7 out of 10 is a really good score because that's saying it was a good.
It was above average.
That's saying good,
Above
pretty
average,
much.
Yeah, but
Good.
yeah,
Borderline good.
in acting, and
Okay.
that's that type of performance.
Well,
it was good.
Let's try to find a match that you think is 10 out of 10, where from beginning to end, you are intrigued and you, at the end of it, say 10 out of 10. So, what were your critiques? You said too slow, too repetitive. So, you're maybe
Slow? Did I didn't say necessarily too slow. I definitely said too repetitive.
too repetitive. What
There's
else?
no doubt.
Okay.
The fakes are atrocious. I don't like the fakes, but I know that's a part of the
But you
performance
can't,
they put on.
but you can't,
Exactly.
you
You
can't,
take it out,
but you can't deny that, holy truck, you can't deny that a lot of those bumps, like those where you land on your back, a lot of those you can't fake. As much as you say you can like fluff the landing a little bit, but like the one where he pile dropped him from the top down
from something that
very high.
no, they're getting dropped onto something that bounces them. It reduces the impact.
Or what
I'm
about
not saying that they're getting dropped. They're not getting dropped on pure concrete. So you gotta understand the force
Yeah.
of energy.
Yes, but underneath the padding is pure concrete. So what do you think about that dive that Undertaker?
I saw it. No, I saw it. They were jumping on it and it was bouncing. When
Yeah.
the floor bounces, you're dispersing energy.
Yes, but it's still solid concrete underneath. It only gets to a point. It's not like a couch. It's like putting padding underneath this and it's concrete underneath. It's hard. It's still a hard surface.
I saw it.
But look,
Every time they fell on it,
but look,
the actual surface would bounce up and down.
look, you got to admit, whenever Undertaker suicide dive out the ropes and almost landed on his neck, that's hard to fake that,
I
bro.
will say this: the moves where they were jumping from top ropes and landing directly on their feet, straight pure force. I like I said,
Knees.
does disperse, but yes, the damage on the knees. But that's what I'm trying to say. Everything is it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. They're trying to produce a longevity. They're at 45 plus. They're not trying to have injuries like.
But they do. They're some of the most injured people because of how much they wrestle. And then you can. No. You can try to mitigate as much injury as you want, but at the end of the day, you're taking those bumps on your knees over and over and over again, on your back over and over again.
Yeah, right. But the floor is bouncy.
Not that bouncy. You'd be surprised though. Like if you were to go out there and you got slammed on your back, you would not think it's that hard.
Yeah.
We got to go out there to a ring one of these days.
It's not about sports. This is not about anything like that. You're kind of just mentioning, oh yeah. This is the same thing with this is the same thing that Logan Paul is doing with Tom Brady nowadays. Oh, I'll beat you up. Oh, I'll beat you up. Bro, that's doing too much.
But look, all right.
Sport.
Look, we're gonna try to get you a 10 out of 10 viewing experience though. So 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for what some people consider the best match of all time. It's gonna be hard to top that, honestly, just because a lot of it was storytelling though. So I feel you're not so much into storytelling, you're more into what looks real, what is real, what from the move.
What feels.
So I'm gonna have to find you a real. Okay, what about a hardcore match? Because a lot of time they have like literal barbed wire. They hit people with barbed wire. They send people through tables. I have one match that comes to mind. It's a hardcore match where they have like flaming tables, putting people through flaming tables. What about something like that? Because you can't fake going through fire, flaming table. Okay.
Wait and see.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I will say two good things about WWE that I noticed today. The toll it does have on their knees and their body. Landing like that is not good. Obviously, landing on their back and neck, obviously, it's crazy. They can kill themselves with that.
Yes.
I'll give them that. Pretty crazy sport. We also got
sport. Freudian slip.
Called and my second take on that, it was kind of funny. It was good. The parts were funny. I liked whenever the Shawn Michaels pulled the cameraman in, and he got absolute
entertainment. And then we saw the storyline that happened after with the Big Show sleeping with Edge's wife. It's entertainment.
I never said it wasn't, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. It's great entertainment. Give these brothers an Oscar, bro.
You just can't take it that serious. That's the thing. And I don't take it that serious. I mean, you can't. You got to be open-minded, and you just got to be there to get entertained.
I was trying to.
And it was entertaining. It was entertaining, though. But all right. Next week, we'll come back. I'm going to try to get Roy on a different one. Roy did say he'd want to watch the rematch. The rematch was Streak versus career, where if Shawn Michaels loses, he has to retire. So we'll watch that one, but I'm gonna try to get you with the hardcore match to see if that's more of what you like. But for wrestling, I think that's all we got.
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
Managed to fill some in. There we go.
Yeah. For our wrestling fans out there, what was the name of that podcast that watched this?
I don't know. I don't remember.
There was a podcast that viewed us. There you looking at the young talent out there, but they were but they talk about wrestling too. They might know meta. Yeah, but look, they got like 1,000 followers. I'm not trying to hate. You got more views than them though. Just saying, I was looking at the views. Something not adding up. Fake streams. Podcast beef. Let me see if I can call these guys. Hey, is that meta? Buying the followers?
I mean, I've heard about it, right?
Holy Domino's ad.
Really not too open to it.
We bought all of, well, yeah, but you know us. We bought all of our subscribers. That's how we hit 100. That's how we hit 100. So we bought all of them actually.
Because that means
Valley Sports Pod. I'm calling you out right now. I think you bought your followers. I won't lie. You're averaging 200 views per epi.
But
just saying, Valley Sports Pod. I see you eyeing us down as comp. Didn't shoot a follow. It's whatever. Didn't even like.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Not even one like. So I have beef with them. Cause look, I try to spread the wealth. I even did it before the pod. Cause I'm like, I know the pod's coming up soon. So when I see small content creators, I'm gonna leave a like. I'm gonna try to help out because I know I'm being in the same position as them. So they know how it is. They could have left a like. Valley Sports Pod, you bought your followers. Just saying. I'm saying that right now. Anyways,
what do they think we're comp?
We might be comp.
At the end of the day, though, you gotta.
They probably think we're no comp.
You gotta spread love.
One love. One love. Is that all we got for wrestling?
That's a little first half segment. We could definitely get into some actual takes that I actually like. You probably like a little.
Go ahead.
Right off the dome, man. Let's get right into it. NBA. Talk about some NBA takes. Lakers, Lake Show. Y'all have been hooping as a whole. Lakers have been hooping as a whole, but one player in specific, one MVP candidate in specific.
LeBron.
Ooh, buddy. LeBron's not even going to be an All-Pro this year.
All-Pro?
An All-Pro, yeah, All-Pro. On one of the All-Pro teams, or
first team.
Yeah.
All NBA team. All NBA.
All NBA. He's not going to be on one of those teams.
He might. He balled out. One of the game I watched him play against the Rockets, he dropped. I think he was like 12 for 13. 12 for 13, yes, with like 30, yes, bro.
That is tough, but guess what? Guess what Luka did? The actual MVP candidate, Luka Doncic, stepped on the past 2 games, 100 points combined, 40 in one, 60 in the other. Quite crazy. Quite taking a toll on his body. He's taking a big toll on his body. As he said, I believe in an interview, he's tired.
I'm tired, Bob.
I'm tired. And honestly, I hear you, Luka. I hear you. You don't drop 100, and you get to say that. You drop 100 points in 2 games, back-to-backs, by the way. You get to say that. And so, honestly, my take right now, currently, on this whole situation, this whole Lakers situation, Luka Doncic is currently an all-time better Laker than LeBron James.
Crazy to say.
Thoughts?
I disagree. Obviously, LeBron brought him the title. All right, LeBron brought him 1 ring. Lucas brought him 0 rings. And look, we saw from LeBron that he still has that gas in him to be dunking. I think, obviously, I don't think it's crazy to say he's purposely changed his game for longevity. Playing more like an unk, some would say, backing down defenders from the 3-point line and dissecting the defense with his back to the rim. Have you seen that? He puts his back to the rim from the 3-point line, backs people up with his big body, and he'll dissect the defense that way. And that produces longevity. So he knows when to pick his battles. Because we saw him out there. He can still dunk. He can still dunk. He can still poster. So, but he's choosing not to do so to preserve his body for the playoffs. That's what I'm thinking he's doing right now.
So you're saying that since LeBron can what is it called? Rest a couple games. He can put off a couple games. That makes him a better all-time Laker than Luka.
Yeah.
Why I believe Luka is a better current all-time Laker, all-time great, other than our past LeBron James, because I'm blanking.
Nothing. You got caught. You got caught in your lie.
Because of two things. Two things. One thing is, I believe he is a more dominant player. Off the rip. He's
right now?
Offensive player.
Right now?
All time. Luka is a better offensive player than LeBron James. We can say that. You can say that.
You're talking about the all-time
He's a better
points
I'm even gonna say
scorer.
Yes, I do know because of his longevity. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about his all-time great as a Laker. Luka Doncic is a more dominant player all time than LeBron because of not only his points, but I believe he's also a better playmaker. He's a better rebounder at the position he's at. And honestly, if you give Luka Doncic a prime AD like LeBron had in 2020, then I think Luka goes for 4 chips. I know.
Good God.
I do think he goes for 4 chips based off of his offensive ability, which LeBron does not have as well as Luka, and also because of his overall triple double threat ability. And honestly, that's what's gonna take.
I think he has the same success as LeBron. Again, they're still going to have the holes of not having the defense. He doesn't fix that. They're not going to have their big man. They're going to have AD, but, they always wanted that real center. I think he's going to have the exact same success as LeBron if he's thrown in that role. Now, where I might agree, I saw this take. I can't claim it as my own, but I saw someone say that the Lakers should have traded LeBron for Luka and kept Luka and AD. At this point in their career, maybe. But again, I don't think just replacing Luka with LeBron's situation. I think they end up with the same thing. They wanted to win the chip in 2020 when they had a good team, but it's a team game. It is a team game. Constantly you see teams that are built from a top down winning the chip. The Nuggets, they were a very deep team. They had players that can show up in the playoffs besides Jokic and Murray. Right after that, we had the Celtics. The Celtics were a very deep team, like 9, 10 deep pretty much that year. And then after that, we had the Thunder, who were, again, like 9, 10 deep with 3-and-D players all up on their bench. The Lakers just have not had that. They still don't have that. And that's the reason they're winning. We have shifted from a league where you just need a big 3 or a big 2 to needing depth all the way down into your bench. Like the Spurs. Spurs have a lot of depth. The other night I saw that I think it was like 6 Spurs had like almost 20 points. 5 Spurs, I think it was like 5 Spurs, one of them having 18. So 4 of them had 20 plus, and I think Fox had 18. That's depth. That's depth, where the Lakers just don't have that. So I don't agree with that. I don't think one player makes a difference like that, especially
agree with the sorry, I'm interrupt, but you don't agree with the trading LeBron for AD? That or what was it?
Yeah. Instead of trading Luka and AD, it would have been LeBron and Luka.
Right. So
LeBron and Luka.
Oh wait. So it would have been. What do you mean, Luka and AD though?
Luka and AD teaming up. Yeah. LeBron in Dallas, Luka on the Lakers with AD. Someone said that would have turned out better. Maybe just at this point in their careers.
I personally I'm gonna disagree with you as well, or I'm gonna agree with you on this. I think that
Sticky couch.
Yeah, no doubt. The couch is kind of making sizzling noises when we get up.
Yeah, built-in crumbs.
I appreciate it.
I've slept on this couch many times. I've put my face right where your ass is right now on this couch many times.
Unfortunate, man.
It is.
That's unfortunate. But what's it called? What are you talking about? What are we talking about?
Luka, LeBron, AD.
That AD that they had in 2023, 2024, I believe, whenever he got traded, that AD was barely at the cusp. He was at the end, matter of fact. I'm sorry for saying that. He was at the end of his damn longevity. He was at the end of his career. We saw him get injured. So I personally agree with you. I disagree that this take would have been good or this trade would have been good. What I'm talking about is a prime AD. You give him a prime big man. You give you actually build around Luka Doncic, and that obviously will happen. We talked about it before. It will happen once LeBron James is not a Laker anymore. But right now, currently, I have Luka Doncic as a better all-time Laker than LeBron James. That's all I got to say on that.
Let me see him win a ring first. He has a lot of Laker.
He's like 28. Austin Reeves is older than Luka.
I think Luka's younger than 28.
He has 27. Yeah,
but he's already tired. Come on, LeBron has been great.
Since 16,
bro. LeBron knows.
Pro level.
LeBron knows how to take care of his body, gang. And that's why he's doing what he's doing. Like I keep going back. I think LeBron's, holy tray ball. Game's going on behind y'all, by the way.
Yeah, it is going on behind us. But what does that got to do with what we're exactly talking about? LeBron has been a Laker since 2019, 2019, and he's only won one ring. Luka Doncic has been a Laker for not even one full year yet. And he's honestly arguably already doing a better job than LeBron.
No, he doesn't have a ring yet. It's not.
Points in 2 games, back-to-back games. That means something.
Means nothing. Means nothing.
Once they start building around, he hasn't had a full year as a Laker. And he already has a better career than LeBron and as a Laker. Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't, bro. No.
In the next 5 years, we're gonna definitely see that, no doubt.
Look, I don't doubt maybe in the next 5 years they win a championship, but again, it's not going to be just because of Luka. They're going to have to build a great team around him to compete with the Spurs, the Nuggets, the Thunder. It's not just going to be because of Luka. And yes, I don't think.
What are we saying, bro? Luka brought his team to the finals last year by himself, 2024. That means something. That should mean something.
Means nothing.
It really
Chip
should mean something, though.
It goes back to that combo I had a little while back on the podcast. No chip means nothing. If the Spurs don't win the chip, this season pretty much means nothing. It's lost in history. It's lost in history.
They're ahead of their time right now. They're
yeah.
years ahead. So if they don't win a chip, I mean, maybe for Wemby that hurts his all-time greatness. But other than that, as a whole team, as a whole unit, as a whole franchise, the Spurs are happy on the season.
Yeah, it's a good stepping stone to the ultimate goal. But again, if your team does not win the championship, your team is lost to time. No one's gonna remember that team. You got to win that. No one's gonna remember. No one's gonna remember whenever Luka Doncic dropped 100 points in 2 games. They remember if Luka Doncic wins a ring. They remember LeBron winning a ring with the Lakers. They're not gonna remember.
Forgotten in our league. This is
pretty much.
This is like the Giannis situation.
This is
about that. The Giannis situation. The Giannis.
Holy Giannis theory. Yeah, we've had this combo before. We're circling back.
We've heard it, though. It's back now. It's back. It's ready. It's right
in
front of us.
Ring culture. It's ring culture. And you know what? I'm falling into ring culture. In the NBA specifically, ring culture is a thing. You have to have a ring. You have to have a ring.
Is a thing. So it gets to a point then, because Bill Russell has, 11 rings? What rings is he?
11 rings.
And is he the GOAT?
No, he's not the GOAT.
So exactly. So
yeah,
the point. There's
but
thresholds. There's limits.
Yeah, but no ring. But no ring is a death sentence, and Luka just doesn't have it yet. I'm not saying that he will never have it. I'm just saying to this point, to compare the two, years or the 2 careers on the Lakers, no ring, nothing. I don't care that he scored 100 points in 2 games. That's nothing. Bam did 83 in 1 game. Okay. It means nothing.
That's it.
That's all I got. Trying to get me riled up. I'm too zen.
We'll have to wait and see about that. But
I'm too zen on this podcast. You can't get me riled up today.
I'm not trying to.
You're trying to get me riled up.
The thing is, actually, I'm in a perfect spot because you think I'm riling you up. I'm not even thinking.
I'm not even thinking about you right now.
That's what I was about to say. I'm not even thinking about you.
I'm not even thinking about you. I'm thinking about the game. Where's your brain on?
Multiple things. Multiple
fish.
Yeah. Fish, food, pie. Yeah, we're back from.
Not me though.
Nah.
Not me.
Bro, I'm definitely not. Now, we could definitely get into some more NBA news.
KDF files.
Yes, sir. The KDF files have officially taken down the Houston Rockets as a whole entire damn franchise. This season is thrown away, in my opinion. I watched the little baseball series they had, Houston Rockets versus Los Angeles Lakers, this past couple days. Crazy outing. Did you watch that by chance?
I watched like the last 4th quarter. I was in Pluckers. Shout out Pluckers. Watching that. It was a pretty close game when we started watching, and then it turned around. And obviously, if you saw the clips on Insta, the Lakers bench was locked in when it came to crunch time, and then they switched to the Houston Rockets bench, and everyone was silent as a fill in the blank. I couldn't come up with anything there.
Silent as a
lamb?
As a bird sleeping, right?
As a bird sleeping. Yeah, I forgot Bert's here in the. Good Lord, yes, he's been sleeping. Silent as a bird sleeping, correct. But yeah, just no passion, no energy, no time, no type of like leadership from anyone, especially KD. So that's honestly probably a big thing you can throw against KD's legacy at this point. Is you can say he's an all-time Robin, which I have said for a long time, just because he's not that leader. He's not that vocal leader. Your team's gonna go down. He's good for a pure bucket, but he's not good to get your team as a whole riled up. And it's a team sport at the end of the day.
Okay.
So
a quick little mention on that last take before I forget. I think that KD being a Robin is in the same take. KD is that Superman.
All-time Robin.
We're not saying that, but I think what you're talking about is a point guard. Sometimes point guards are leaders, are natural-born leaders. That's what they do for a team. They lead, they set up their offense, and that's what they do. KD, he is a scorer. He gets buckets. That's his job. He does that job very well. Talking about his little KDF files, definitely chopped.
That chemistry's gone.
That is not a good thing. That is definitely a nod on his legacy. One thing I will definitely say is Oh my goodness, it was atrocious basketball being played by the Houston Rockets. Multiple 8-second violation backcourts. KD just walking, going into the thing, boom, 8 seconds.
Bro,
Man.
KD might have ruined Şengün's legacy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, he did.
KD, I think, buried Şengün. He's probably taking his confidence at this point, and everyone is hating on Şengün if you go online now. Everyone is hating on Şengün. Even Houston Rockets fans are hating on him. He's one of the most hated players out there. And, it was building. I was starting to hate on Şengün a little bit just because I saw the way he played against Wemby.
Yeah.
But now even Rockets fans are turning on Şengün, and I can't. You got to kind of bring it back to the KDF files. He kind of ripped it right open, said what everyone wanted to say, but no one had the basketballs to say.
Yeah.
Holy corny joke.
Yeah.
But he said it. Now everyone's saying it. Yeah, people are not fans of Şengün. Doesn't play good defense. Doesn't have much of a bag. Wants to play like Jokic. People are saying he got the baby Jokic comparison and just ran with it, and now he thinks he's Jokic when he's not. He does not have the playmaking ability.
Yeah,
and holy Royal Rumble. Who is this? Who's here? Aidenhausen. You wanna come join us for a sec. What you gotta say? Where you coming from, Aiden?
Coming from Skyview dorm.
All right. Took care of business, Skyview dorm. I'm sorry about that. How you feeling right now, Mr. Aiden?
I'm good.
I'm doing pretty good. Mr. I don't even know KDF files. The KDF files.
He used to be my neighbor long time ago. Actually? And when he was in Seattle, when that was the team.
Sonic goodness. Was that for real?
He was like around the block. It was crazy. You can ask my dad.
Oh, that's actually crazy. Yeah.
Our local millionaire, Aiden Isis. Here what's the situation on the house trip with the boys? April? Okay.
You can't do next week, and I don't know if everybody.
Roy needs to pull up. Roy's Roy's ducking that.
It depends. Yeah, I do want to pull up, no doubt about that.
And it could be for like a couple of days too.
I'm sure it's gonna be fun.
We want to record that poolside. Shirtless or shirt on or shirt off?
Sure, did the Hawaiian little like white supremacy shirt.
I haven't seen that.
The white supremacy shirt. I don't even know what that is.
White supremacy. It's the Hawaiian shirts. That's
I've never.
Cut that out. But anyways,
that's on. Do you know anyone that wears a Hawaiian shirt?
Me, but I'm not a white supremacist though.
I might have to rock it. I might have to buy it just for that.
Get the sunglasses, bro.
I got sunglasses. Sunnies will be on deck.
Dude, yes, that'd be tough.
Yeah. Any I don't know, any word on anything sports going on right now? You've been tapped in or?
Oh, the White House fight?
Ooh, bro, White House card is mid. Dana White, do your job, bro. Before I take it, Dana Yellow in this bitch. Yeah, take it from you.
Aiden is Asian. Just to preface this by saying, by the way, before y'all think he's racist, he's Asian.
No racial. I am half Japanese Brazilian. So yeah. But yeah, White House card mid as hell. I don't know.
Would you rather have seen John Jones?
Yeah, I mean, or like Taporia and Armin, Taporia and Islam. Like I love Gaethje. He's getting slept.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think the American's getting slept in the main event?
But it might a little underdog story. Maybe that'd be tough.
That'd be tough. Now
they always do that to Ilya's opponents. Though.
I was like, but what if? And then it's like 30 seconds. Like, did you see, bro? His last fight, he had a victory party the night before.
God,
who did?
Ilya for Charles Oliveira. And
oh my!
Also, he was crying. He's like, "I'm so sad of like what I'm about to do to this man."
Oh my God! Like the Key and Peele sketch.
Yes.
Oh my God!
He got confidence, but yeah, UFC. It's doing his thing, and then sports. We got March Madness going on. We're watching the Iowa Texas game right now. Clemson. Oh shit!
You're a Texans fan, right? Houston Texans. What do you think about your Texans off season? Did they move much?
We got the beefy white boys.
Who's that?
Some O-line. CJ, lock in, bro. This is it, pal.
This is it.
Cut his dread, so maybe he's gonna be.
Oh my God!
But maybe I mean he's gonna be on the Frank Ocean, but I don't know. So hopefully that's gonna be good. Defense retained everybody. So
okay, that defense is not the problem. All right, as a Texans fan, if Stroud takes the Texans to a 9-8 record, second place in the division, they make the playoffs, and he's another first round exit, or even 10-7, but it's like first round exit. What are you thinking?
Was he at fault for?
Slightly. He definitely didn't help the problem. The defense played good, and the offense was just kind of lackluster.
I think we gotta explore, but I have faith that won't happen. CJ's gonna. Well, I don't know.
You know what I gotta say about that? What about CJ Stroud to the Steelers?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. He proposed this idea to me a couple days ago, and
my
honestly, it's not terrible, bro. Like, it's not. I think a young QB would be exactly what he and also, like, I'm a CJ fan, but, like, a new kind of setting would be
It's only been like 3 years.
He's okay, bro. He's unk now, bro. Like, there's a clip of him where, like, I don't know. Like, if you see his interviews, he's looking depressed as hell.
He feels slower.
He's like, I'm getting slow. I'm like,
Bro.
you just started, bro.
He's on that me method, bro. Good lord.
Environment. He needs new setting.
Bro, he
Pittsburgh Steelers.
He sounded like joining up the Avoca stairs. He was just like, my knee, but I don't know.
Good
so
lord.
hopefully we're good on that.
Is that meta? Unk out at age 22?
Maybe it's the way. Then he's gonna be all like revitalized at Pittsburgh. But
Good lord. So, good lord. Tired of the CJ Stroud experiment 3 years in is insane. Peaking at year 1 is...
I know he peaked. And it was quite the peak.
It was good. It was good.
Jaden Daniels rookie season or CJ? What are we thinking?
Jaden Daniels. They made it further.
I can agree. NFC Championship.
Oh yeah, he showed out in the playoffs too.
Also, he's still I think a very highly touted quarterback in my opinion. I think he should. Yeah, I think he's getting hated on way too much. He had practice squad players as receivers last year. No offense to Luke McCaffrey, but you're not your brother, bro. And then but yeah, I don't know. All these takes are really gonna catch up to me one day, but
they might.
Yeah, it's just the cameras are really, they're on, so we got to go. But last thing I got to say is Trenton Simpson is a dog.
If you know, you know.
Clemson, we're watching Clemson right now. He's a dog.
He did go to Clemson.
In Baltimore right now. Free my boy. I'm kidding.
Damn.
Use my boy. Use my boy.
Yeah, use my boy. But he's been put on the bench behind Teddy Buchanan.
Dirty
if you know, you know.
User in Madden.
Dirty user in Madden.
Andy winners. But
winners.
All right. But y'all have a good rest of your pod.
We appreciate you dropping in.
Thank you.
One of the Avoca boys, Aiden. Hey, he did that off the cuff. Impromptu drop in. No, you're good. You got it.
Some of our most loyal FTP fans couldn't even do themselves, such as Brandon Nguyen. Brandon Nguyen, your name is made it too.
How's he doing from his injury, by the way?
Not bad, actually. People are actually speculating that he's faking it. I'm not even sure. No, it's crazy. I was like, bro, maybe. But we were playing basketball the other day, and people were saying that because he was kind of hooping.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was actually hooping.
What's his type of play? What's his archetype? Shooter?
Stand shoot. I set him up perfectly every time. Like I'm not even trolling. I like picking Brandon up a lot because I drive in a lot and he bails me out a lot of times. Like I drive in, bringing someone a little.
He's ready to shoot.
Yes, exactly. I know he's ready to shoot every time. I find him every time. I can't say though that those faking accusations were crazy because every time he started jogging, bro, he looked like he was about to fall off his bones there. Yeah, like I felt like I was about to see another injury, and I did not want to do that. But I'm glad he's recovering pretty nice at the young age he's at.
From the way you described it, I thought he was gonna be out for a couple months. I won't lie. he kind of bounced back tough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bounce back is there, but
hey, it's kind of an honor to be saying that you're faking injury, though. If you actually have an injury that you're playing like you're not injured, low key. The legend of Brandon prevails.
Win, bro. But yeah, speaking of bounce backs, I don't know if you watched it, but
bouncing back.
Spurs versus Suns. Absolute classic yesterday. Possible playoff matchup. Possible. I believe they came back down 10 for sure. 10 for sure in the fourth. I could say that. Wemby buzzer beater. That's what we're talking about.
Tough.
Wemby buzzer beater.
Is he gaining that clutch factor? Is he gaining that slightly?
Slowly. And honestly, Wemby. I was scared. I was scared, bro. He had the ball at the midi, pretty close though. Hard to. Wasted time. It was about 9 seconds. Time's ticking. It reaches about 4 seconds. About 4 or 5. He makes his move, pulls up midi, splash, bro. What? 3 seconds left in the clock.
I think it was like 1.1.
Barely any. Yes, barely any. Icy. Icy is all I can say about that. Cinema. Spurs. You really got me going right now. Go Spurs, go. PSG, bro. All day. They clinched the playoffs. And you already know my take. I have them going to the finals. You already know Dwayne's take. I don't know. Actually, I don't know his take.
Nuggies. Give me the Nuggets.
All right.
I'm sticking with that. Nuggets still. Look, yes. So after all that, look, the Spurs are turning up. I truly believe the clutch is going to come with Wemby. I think the game's slowing down. Where in the past, a shot like that, he might speed it up, might take a shot he don't like. But now it's slowing down from 9 seconds to him. I think it's plenty of time. He's going to get to his spot. He knows where he needs to hit. That guy, defender on him isn't going to do anything. He's going to shoot right over him. He's gaining that. But in the playoffs, it's a different beast. On the road, in the clutch, is a different beast. Whereas Jokic has been there, done that. I'm still taking the Nuggets to win the finals. I just think the Spurs need a bit more playoff experience. So next year, you know what? I'm putting it right now. Next year, I do think the Spurs, all things holding true as they are right now, hoping that someone doesn't leave unexpectedly, I think the Spurs with this team next year could win the championship with some experience. That's what I think.
Honestly, I really don't like that take.
Okay.
But I do like it. Yes. Okay. Give the Spurs a chip. You said that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Give the Spurs another chip. But I think the true test nowadays is we've seen teams like OKC make that push, right?
Yeah.
They make that push. They get the first seed. They get 60 wins, something like that. They lose in the second round, I believe, to the Mavs in 2024. They go on next year to win the chip. I like that. I see that. But when you have a player like Wemby, when you have a franchise, an organization like the Spurs, who have been building around Wemby since day one, since they first drafted him, Wemby made it known, I'm here right now to win a finals. Like, yeah, this is
these mascots are insane.
holy. This is what it's about, though, man. March Madness is hype. But yeah, like I was saying, Wemby, you truly have the chance to bring the Spurs to a championship this year. And honestly, I think the true test will be winning a back-to-back. I think nowadays that back-to-back, no. That's what I'm saying. No, that's crazy. You're doing that. Nowadays, it is winning that back-to-back ring. To a quick little side point that I thought of earlier this week. I was going crazy at the fact that people were saying that SGA is nearing Michael Jordan Kobe territory.
I've heard that.
Yes, exactly. I could say, okay, yeah, he does look like that shooting guard player, that clutch two-way shooting guard who is clutch, icy, getting those 30 points a game, getting that 2 steals down near a game as well. Making up for it on both ends. I hate that take for 2 reasons.
You hate SGA. You hate him though. You're an SGA hater.
Basketball. I love art. He's an insane maybe shooter. He's an insane distributor of the rock. He has stepped up his assists in recent time. But my take on this is that I think
Oh my God.
once SGA secures that back-to-back ring, that's whenever I'll start putting him in some higher conversations. Start putting him in, I'd say top 15 conversation.
Okay, I was about to say, because look, I've heard that convo. I've heard that if SGA wins back-to-back championships this year and back-to-back MVPs, because he's probably going to win MVP, I think Wemby's right on his freaking tail at this point. It's him and then maybe Luka, Wemby. Well, no, who's the other one?
You have Jokic.
Jokic, yeah. Yeah, so but I think Wemby's shot up to being tied at second best odds. If the Spurs get the first seed, I think you should give it to Wemby for sure. But if SGA wins the MVP, which is looking like he will do back-to-back this year, and he wins a championship, which say all you want about the Spurs, the Thunder are still the first seed in the league. Say what you want. The
4-1 on them.
Yeah, but the Heat's died down on the Thunder just because we're tired of them. At this point, it's like the third consecutive year where they're just a number one seed all throughout the season. We're tired of them. We're getting fatigued of the Thunder greatness already. But say what you want, they're still the number one seed in the league, even with injuries right now. So again, if SGA wins a second MVP in a row, a second chip in a row, I think you probably start throwing him in top 15 conversations already. That is one of the highest peaks of all time. That's up there with a Kobe, the people you mentioned, a Kobe and Jordan type of peak, going back to back and being a back-to-back MVP type of player. Very few have done it.
I don't agree with you on that.
But look, where I laugh is we see Wemby averaging 25 points per game. We get his first healthy season, and you're already talking about going back-to-back. He hasn't even won one yet. He has not even won one championship yet, and we're already talking about back-to-back. That's insane.
Yeah, 2 things. I'll attack the most recent one.
Attack.
Yeah, so truly, I believe that Wemby does have this talent, does have this ability. We see it, first off. We see it 7'5" with a handle. We see it making shots from deep. This is extraordinary. This has never been seen before. The thing that I'm saying is Wemby is the best defensive player I have ever seen in my life. He is the best defensive player of all time.
Better than Gobert?
Yes. He is the best defensive player
Dwight
of all time. And
Howard?
people agree. I've seen this take.
Better than Lou Dort?
Yes. Come on now. Now we're tweaking. We're up to now. But he is the best defensive player in the NBA history. People can agree on that. And whenever you do have that ability, whenever you're dropping 25 points a game and the best defensive player in history, yes, you're going to get in chip conversations. Yeah, you're going to be put in top 5 conversations, GOAT status conversations, because you have that ability. And so, yes, I think that the true test is for Wemby to have that back-to-back. I think a true test for an organization right now in the current modern era is getting that back-to-back ring, because we see so many teams being a one and done. It's hard to get back there. It's hard to win that back to back.
Oh yeah, I think it's been 7 straight years with different finals teams, which is insane parity. So I mean, that can bring into argument. I kind of alluded to it earlier. We think of the NBA as such a player heavy league. It's a very player centric league. Yes, very player heavy league. However, I mean, the parity in the NBA says differently, where it might be shifting to a more team-based league. I just mentioned how the past winners of championships are about 9-10 deep. So is it really a player league or not?
Yeah, so my thinking on this is that with the new contract rules, with the new I don't exactly know the name of the CBA rules or something like that. The contract rules, basically you can't have superstar teams anymore. You can't have big threes anymore, because eventually you're going to have to pay all 3 of them, and you lose that lack of depth that you're saying. You lose that championship status.
Unless you're the Thunder, who already paid their 3 big guys and have plenty of picks to play around with.
No, they do.
Cinema.
They're set up. But the thing about that is,
Ting
he
is.
ended up getting paid an insane amount. He hasn't played at all this season. He's barely played this season. Will they be ready for playoffs? Will they probably get bounced out by the Spurs? Maybe. No, maybe. For real, they have a chance of getting bounced out. The only thing that's saving them, in my opinion, are those draft picks. They've set themselves up as a franchise with those draft picks. But other than that, I mean, they kind of lucked out. They definitely lucked out with their starting cast. And we're not going to see it. We're in an era where that big 3 is kind of fading.
Well, Spurs have a chance to do it.
They do.
Well,
It's going to be hard, though, to actually want to win championships and have that big 3.
They have a chance to have a big 4 because they already have De'Aaron Fox under contract. That's already there. Obviously, Wemby's about to be the highest paid player in the league here pretty soon. I've already heard talks that contract extension is coming. And then, are you going to pay Stephon Castle? Because you have Dylan Harper that you're still going to have to pay in about 3 years. Are you going to have all the money to pay all 4 of those guys, or what are you going to do with that? How are you going to keep that cast together? Who's going to be one of those guys going to get left out? Obviously, it's not Wemby. Is it going to be Castle? Is Castle going to get offered a supermax from a different team and the Spurs just cannot pay him? He's going to want to be his own guy. Yeah. That might happen. And then Spurs say, hey, you know what? We have Dylan Harper right behind you who can offer a similar type of play. We'll just go with the other guy, the younger guy. I don't know. I don't think the Spurs have a big 4 looming, even though people don't talk about Fox. He gets paid like one of those top guys. So I don't think one of these guys is going to have to go, and it might be Stephon Castle, honestly. Right. Though he's playing himself into one of the biggest contracts in the NBA.
No, I get it, right? I think the timing of everything is going to be perfect. I think we have so many draft picks that we have perfect timing. But look, what I mean by that is that Fox signed the extension, right? He signed his contract. Was it last year? So now he's about 3 years on his contract left. I don't know exactly the terms of this extension, but we'll call it 4 years. Wemby's going to get paid his contract next season. Castle is going to be the next season after that. And then finally, after all that, De'Aaron Fox, this contract will eventually be over. Like, you don't have to be paying that much money.
So you think the Spurs
have to pay money on his contract anymore? Where Harper, and then eventually you'll have to pay for Harper. You'll have to sign those long-term extensions on those more younger players. De'Aaron Fox, he's
a vet.
Really old, but yeah,
he's a vet.
They just recently signed him to that extension. So I think we could see everything fall into a perfect situation for the Spurs with their draft picks, with their situation. They got it. And they're known for always making really solid.
Yeah, their GM is actually really great. I saw him talk one time. Amir Khan, the boxer. Amir Khan, no, he's not Arab. I don't
or something.
I don't know. I did see him speak. I saw him speak front row. He inspired me. One day I will be a GM. Also, shout out Pablo Torre. He's the reason I have a podcast right now. Also inspired me a lot. That day was very pivotal into BG history. But No, yeah, he does. He seems as someone who's thinking far ahead. As you mentioned, the Spurs are one of the best organizations. So I hope it does fall into place. The way you describe it could work, but then again, you have to think about your depth behind them as well. You got to think about your depth behind them as well. Other players like Keldon Johnson, Champagnie. I think Champagnie's probably going to play himself into a pretty big contract with a different team here pretty soon. The way he's playing, people are going to be valuing that 3-point shooting Champagnie has, and I don't see him being on the Spurs that much longer either.
But my final take on this is that depth can be achieved through many different things. You can achieve these players through
The draft,
free agency, and
trades,
really those two. Yeah,
smart trades.
Yeah, smart trades.
After all that,
Yeah.
shout out Cat. It's all coming together. Good lord.
But yeah, like we were saying, that depth can be built through many different areas. Whenever you have a great franchise like the Spurs, and if you have a great franchise like OKC, franchise like that have been building consistently with great GMs and owners, they have the ability to replace these players. Champagnie he was not heard of beforehand. He went undrafted. They found him, great 3-point shooter. Let's take him and build around him. And I feel like Spurs are going to be able to do that much better than other teams, especially because they have so many draft picks in the near future.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my final take on it.
I think it's all we got for basketball. I'm trying to think if we got anything for football. Not really. Free agency, anything else trickle down this last.
I like, I'll definitely say this. I like the 49ers. This is actually Brandon's cage. He's been ready glazing the 49ers.
Oh no. All right.
Yeah, so the 49ers have made some moves. Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're going all in on offense.
Brand new receiving core. Well, I saw, that they have finally the receiving core that they gave to Garoppolo is gone. Garoppolo's receiving core, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, those type of guys are gone. It's Pearsall, Mike Evans, and Kirk. Yeah. It's completely different. They're completely different play styles. So, West Coast offense, going back to his name always eludes me, but the Niners coach during Joe Montana. No, not Shanahan. Before I read his book. I literally read his book, but the original West Coast offense is quick passes to playmakers that can get yards after the catch. And Kyle Shanahan still does that. They had some of the best yard after the catch receivers with Deebo, Brandon Ayuk, obviously adding McCaffrey, another yard after catch guy. I don't know how this offense is going to look. I'm kind of scared for it because again, his system is West Coast. Quick passes, efficient passes to players that can get the ball in space, having that quarterback be more of a point guard, drop back, quick read, facilitate, get the ball into the hand of your playmakers. They don't have that anymore. It is straight deep shot receivers. Pearsall is one of those deep threat guys. Go up and high point that ball. Mike Evans, that's his whole career, high point that ball. I guess Kirk's the only one, but Kirk, what value does he have? He had a good season, but the last time we saw him in a trade, he got traded for a 7th rounder to the Texans. He's not the prime Kirk he was when he got first signed on to the Jags, but he's still a good player. Obviously, still have McCaffrey out the backfield. Shanahan has a smart mind, but
that sounds like a good spot to me.
It does sound good, but again, it's a system type of thing. It's a system. Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy are going to have to really change the system. These are not the yard after catch receivers that we're used to on the Niners. The way the West Coast offense works, it's going to have to be a different type of offense, a deep threat type of offense, and Purdy's really going to have to play up to that contract he has in order to get the best out of it. But, hey, they made moves. They didn't keep Deebo. Ayuk went insane, not playing for them anymore. Right. They drafted a guy like Pearsall, so they made moves to bolster it up, but I don't know. It just does not seem like a good fit for me, and I'm a Niners fan. I do like the Niners. Besides the Ravens, the Niners are my second team, so, I just don't have much optimism with that going. And then, have one of the most injury-ridden teams in the league next to that power plant, and then you got Mike Evans, who's been dealing with injuries these past couple years, so that hamstring is gone. Those legs are gone. Rest in peace to Mike Evans. Fall off the bone. I'm about to fall off the bone in here. We're roasting in here. Good lord. Freaking
a week might have to be pot roast.
Yeah, we're freaking crock pot in here. We got freaking verga asada cooking up in here. if you know, you know. We got Burr over here. Burr woke up. Burr, you want to make an appearance? Mr. Isley already made an appearance. Nothing in here.
Big Cowboys fan.
Big Cowboys fan. You don't want to give me shout outs to anyone on here? Maybe next week. Wow. All right. Devastating nap up from the map. We did comment on it. Yeah, it was a good comment. You look out for it. But what else we got? NFL? Anything off the dome for you, Bert? NFL wise? Not really. Got nothing. And NFL dead. We're deep into the offseason.
Making stuff up and
Start making stuff up.
rambling about random takes.
We might have to. That might have to be one of those episodes.
Yeah. We start chirping.
Good lord. What? The Dak shots that Dak Prescott cheated on his wife, fiance. I don't know. I don't blame him. I mean, when you're slinging like Dak, I mean, come on. That's what I'm saying, bro. Look, anyways, Dak allegations are just allegations. We can't speak on that too much.
True.
MLB. Did you do your homework assignment? Did you keep up with the Padres this last week? Oh, Lord.
But I did see the thing you sent me where they went 3-1 against Cleveland.
I don't even know. Let me pull it up.
They're talking about real quick. World Baseball Championship.
Not the championship game. I saw the one against Dominican Republic. Low key, Dominican Republic got hoed. That last pitch was not out, bro. That was a ball. That was out of that little box. I would have called
possession, but
yeah, no, but I mean,
that's a one call, but they played a good game and they unfortunately lost. Shout out Venezuela. It all comes full circle for y'all. Take that dub though against USA. Shout out Venezuela.
Our boys are playing right now. Wait, no, that's Pittsburgh. Oh, Freudian slip. All right, our Padres play the Dodgers today. However, is it still spring training still? I'm still trying to get into it. All right, so spring training is like preseason. So we're still in spring training. I think opening day. What's up?
Low battery.
You're not plugged in? Oh yeah, true. Nah, we're chilling. On that. First game is on Wednesday. Are you tapping into the Wednesday game? We got the New York Yankees versus the San Fran Giants.
I need to remind myself of this. I might forget.
Is anything else going on Wednesday? Let's see. Spurs playing? The Spurs playing Wednesday. It's chopped. If the Spurs are playing Wednesday, it is chopped. And the Spurs are playing Wednesday. So the Grizzlies, they play. I think they play the same time, though. It might be chopped. Same exact time. Let's try to tune into both. We got first day of the MLB season. Yankees and Giants at 7 p.m. When do our boys play? When do our boys in Brown play? Let's see. Thursday, maybe? Thursday. Opening season game will be against the Detroit Tigers. Are we tapping in on a Thursday? Look, hold up. Okay. We'll probably record the podcast on Friday, right? Next week, right? They play a Friday game because obviously they're going to play every freaking day because they have like over 160 games, which is insane. So we could possibly do a live stream. If not a live stream, at least a reaction maybe. Or if anything, at minimum, we should at least watch that. Here. What you got next Friday? We're making plans on freaking air right now.
No, man. I don't know. I don't think that far ahead.
You truly don't. Morning of type of deal. Look, Padres play their first game on Thursday. Friday, we're going to be tapping into that together. We're going to watch that game together. We're going to try to catch a Padres game. We might do the 999 challenge.
The what?
The 999 challenge. 9 innings, baseball. 9 hot dogs. 9 beers.
Interesting.
That would be a good video. 999 challenge out of Oka. Not bad at all. I heard legends. Shane Gillis said on his podcast his buddy did the 999 challenge in 1 inning and then just fell asleep in a food coma for the rest of the game.
That sounds insane.
And he did that, and he said just for the fun of it, I think he got like a side of like lasagna at one of the games as well. Just doing it for the love of the game. At the game too.
The game was crazy. I can imagine doing that. I can barely imagine doing that here.
9 hot. Think about that. Well, think about it. Look, we do the tweez. Think about 9 tweez. We're talking about beers. Think about 9 tweez. 9 tweez is gonna put you personally on your ass.
Exactly. That's the part. I could eat 9 hot dogs, but the 9.
But even think about that 9 hot dogs at one time. Bert, Aiden, one of y'all. You think? I guess I'll ask for y'all too. Do you think Roy can eat 9 hot dogs in one sitting? Yes. Can y'all eat 9 hot dogs each in one sitting?
Bro,
come on, guy, come on. It is going slow, but 9 hot dogs though. You can put topping. No, you can top it. You can top it down. But look, you're talking a big talk right now because I'm thinking 9 hot dogs is a crazy number in one sitting.
Not that bad.
Yes, bro. You can gobble.
Especially when you're done topping it out.
But look, once you're 6 hot dogs in, how are you gonna be thinking? You're 6 hot dogs in? Come on. Yes. That's okay. That's close to 9. That's pretty much 9.
And that's like a snack, bro.
That's a light snack. 4 Costco hot dogs is a light snack. Good guy, Aiden.
But I was reading.
Hey, he fed the homeless. All right. Look, you're putting a lot of talk to this hot dog talk. We might have to do it, bro. Well, cause
Hot dog getting competition.
Well, because look, I'm telling Roy next week, because we're trying to keep up with the San Diego Padres. That's our team this year, right? So I'm thinking about doing the 999 challenge. And I'm thinking 9 hot dogs is a lot. We might have to do it on cam. You might have to do 9 hot dogs on cam. Who's in here?
I'm right.
Marcos, you want to join us?
Boys.
What?
A little jump in there, quick, fella?
Matt, one of y'all jump in. Oh, any one of y'all. Come on.
Could be like I said, now it's up ending.
Yeah, look, we're getting loud in here. We're getting loud in here, gang. But that's fine. Look, Matt had a great take today when we're watching wrestling. Tell him a take we had. Take you had. Off the dome.
Man, I don't know. You sure I could be saying this?
Hey, Aiden freaking...
So, we, WWE, surely they must get boners when they're in the ring, right? Like, look, I'm a big WWE fan, but it's not like because they're gay. It's just, you're just in the motion of being tossed around.
Touched?
No,
touch, Roy.
Right, I could say...
Roy, if I touch you right now, a boner probably might appear.
No, we could chubby check. That's not going to happen. But one thing I could say... No, one thing I can definitely say is that I have heard the take of wrestling at this point is just grown men touching each other and like grabbing each other.
Naked.
And yes, naked. And honestly,
in their underwear.
Bro, I've never heard of a better take. Like, I totally agree with you, bro. I totally agree with you.
Do you agree with me?
WWE fighters, bro, all they do is want to, grab and touch each other naked, and they probably do pop.
I completely agree. I agree. I was thinking that too, low key, because Shawn Michaels getting kind of touchy with the Undertaker. He had his arm really, really close to his nutsack. Like, I was thinking I might at the bare minimum get 80% hard. Bare minimum.
Yeah.
Bare minimum. Yes.
W take right there.
SW, do you have anything else to the pod, or is that your magnum opus?
That was a bad take, though.
I think it's a good take. Like,
kid's got talent.
I'm next up. What can I say? Not bad. Hey, can I get some dabs, Schmidt? Thank you. Can I get some dabs?
Anything
over there? Thank you.
Marcos?
No.
Aw, Marcos. Marcos had a 5.
Wait, are you sure that the fans like to see that? That's how you get shadow banned. That's how you get banned.
Shadow banned. What are we at percentage wise? We're almost done here. Marcos, shout out Marcos. He had a nice workout at my gym. He got pumped up at my gym. Yes. Oh, yeah. Marcos got mad pumped at my gym. The chicas in the front were asking for you, Marcos. They were asking for you. They're like, "Where is Marcos coming today?" I'm dead serious. They said, I said, nah, Marcos got more important stuff to do. He's balling. He's probably balling right now. Yeah. Come on. You don't want to come out here real quick?
You don't want to say hi?
You don't want to say hi to the pod?
People are already tired of my face. They don't want to see me no more.
Come on. Wow. Oh, Marco stays mysterious. Nah, for real. I like the SNL. All right.
Will Brandon ever make an appearance on Baker's Gold podcast?
So the thing is, we get right now.
Really? Okay.
He's had the opportunity, but hasn't stepped up to the plate. He hasn't, but one day I do want it on here.
Because look, he always tells me after every weekend, "Did you watch the podcast?" And I simply say yes or no. I've seen clips, right? He always mentions he watches the full thing plus the clips. He's an avid watcher, right?
Our biggest fan.
He knows exactly what's going on with y'all, right? And then he's like, "Man, they just need to have me on the podcast." So Brandon, he always says he has a lot to say. So
the thing is, he was sitting right here when we were recording there the first time at Avoca, and we said, "Brandon, come on, show out on the podcast during one of our breaks." He said, "Come on, Brandon, sit with us." He tapped out. He said, "No, that's before."
John Cena.
He tapped out. Yes, he gave up. That was before the Asian flush incident. Like, he was full in mind. Just the lights were too bright for him. He didn't want to get on. He's not like you. He's not like Aiden. Sometimes the lights are just too bright for other people.
Can't blame the old man.
You can't blame the kid.
You can't.
But, yeah, man.
That's pretty much it. Any sign off you want on there, Matt? Any shout outs?
Just shout out to WWE on Monday Night Raw. I went. It was dope. It was fire. And whenever WWE comes out, next time, me and my boy Joanne, we finna pop out. We finna get lit.
I flaked on that.
I've been.
It's fine. Hey, you have big money moves ahead, so you got to get your shit straight. I completely understand.
There we go. But all right, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
good having you on, Mr. Matt.
Thank you. Of course, thank you, Roy. I appreciate it, my guy.
About to close it out here. But yeah, we got baseball coming up. Maybe here at Avoca, we might try 9 glizzies. I forgot we had that conversation here.
Dog eating competition will be commencing soon.
I forgot we had that convo on the pod. I forgot we're recording right now. Not a horrible convo, but MLB, Padres won their opening season spring training. So they won that. Shout out our boys in brown. Might have to cop a Padres jersey, honestly.
Maybe.
They're tough.
Yeah, they're not bad.
They got Tatis. We saw Tatis play.
Yeah.
Tatis played for the Dominican Republic against USA, so good to see our boy out there a little soon. He did make some mistakes, though.
Boy now.
He is our boy. Tatis is our guy.
Those are hard plays.
But look, Tatis did make some mistakes. I was watching him because he ran to third, I believe, pretty early on, like 4th inning or something. He ran to third and he got tagged out in the end of the inning. Like you say, it doesn't come down to one play. It comes down to these plays that happen throughout the game, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
And then later he got a little gun shy. From what I know about Tatis, he's a player that puts on a show, right? Like he'll run, he's athletic, he's an athlete, right? And Tatis, he tried to get third, he got tagged out. It happens sometimes, you make a mistake. Later on, he got a little gun shy running third when he should have ran to third.
Yeah.
And that ended up leading, he hesitated, and that ended up leading to, just another mistake that overall they mentioned could have brought the loss for the Dominican Republic. So, Tatis is our guy now, but I was tuning into that a little bit thinking, oh, wow, a little bit of a mistake from our guy.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, he's our guy now. Tatis is our dude.
Shout out Padres, man.
Shout out Padres. But
Concealing these yawns.
But yeah, other things going on. I got a phenomenal baseball story that I'm about to cover pretty soon. Some Baker's Gold writing will be out there. Website. I'm making a lot of big promises out here, but I got a big baseball story I'm writing out there. So if you're a big fan of writing, tune into that. That will be published hopefully here soon. Yeah. Infinite Hair Method still going on.
Oh, going strong.
Yeah, I got the Infinite. I'm doing the Infinite mid side part. So never mid part. It's gonna be forever going in this until it gets just humongously big, where it touches like my freaking neck over here. Infinite Hair Method on that way. Anything else for the boys and girls?
Some of the weeks.
I mean, yeah, you had a crock pot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we did say crock pot, little pot roast type of thing.
Anything else going on?
Nice stuff. A lot cooler.
It is a lot cooler. We can't say crock pot no more. No. Got the Kirk on the wall. Got Madness. Could you be Madness for March?
This March Madness. Definitely tune in if y'all are, big basketball fans.
Big basketball fans out there.
Crazy things happen that you wouldn't even think will happen.
Can't even fathom what's going on. My
stuff has actually been happening. That's all I gotta say about that.
But yeah, word of the week. Let's do Madness.
Madness. Yeah.
Madness.
I like that.
But is that all we got? Yeah. Outro. Yeah, again, a little lo-fi production here. Sure. Honestly, I don't know if I'll go back to holding the mic in my hand again. It got kind of tiring. I don't know how you did it. My hands get really
you gotta do this. I told you, bro. You gotta have it like right here where your chest is a little supporting on it.
You can go underhand. I don't know. Just my hands get real clammy, especially in the crock pot in here.
I had to keep switching.
Yeah, my arm got tired. Hands get a little clammy. I'm not a big fan of it. It's okay. Sweaty, gross maxing in here. But lo-fi again. Comment section, you won. Podcast equipment got way too expensive. We just can't afford it anymore. This is what we're doing now. No, it was a fun one. I think we got a fun one out, even though, we came in a little low energy. Yep. The boys rejuvenated us, as they always do. Anything else? Any shout outs for anyone?
That's it, man.
Shout out
Avoca.
Shout out Avoca. Shout out Rodney. Shout out Mr. Scott. I left them out to dry. I didn't know I was leaving. They're members at the gym I work at, and I just kind of dipped.
Yeah.
POS of the week could be me again, honestly, for that. But shout them out. Always still tuning in. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Anything to say? All right. Week 21 in the books. Catch y'all later.